Taking action, even when you're uncomfortable, is one of the most effective ways to build confidence. It's natural to feel hesitant or uncertain when stepping outside your comfort zone, but true growth happens in these moments of discomfort. When you face challenging situations head on, you begin to realize that the fear or self-doubt you initially felt isn't as overwhelming as it seemed. Each time you push yourself to try something new or tackle a difficult task, you're not just completing an action, you're expanding your boundaries and proving to yourself that you're capable of more than you thought. This process is crucial because confidence is built through experience. If you wait until you feel completely ready or confident to take action, you may end up never doing it. Confidence doesn't come before action, it follows it. The more you expose yourself to uncomfortable situations and navigate through them, the more you realize that you can handle these challenges. Over time, what once felt intimidating becomes manageable and eventually second nature. This accumulation of small wins, even if imperfect, strengthens your self-belief and teaches you that you don't have to have everything figured out to start. Moreover, taking action despite discomfort helps you confront your fears. Whether it's fear of failure, rejection, or making mistakes, acting in spite of that fear diminishes its power over you. You begin to see that failure isn't the end, but part of the journey toward improvement. Each experience, whether it leads to success or not, becomes a stepping stone toward building a more resilient, confident version of yourself. In the end, it's not about being perfect or fearless, it's about showing up, taking risks, and learning along the way. The more you practice this, the more confidence becomes a natural outcome of your willingness to embrace discomfort. Failure is often seen as something to avoid, but in reality, it can be one of the most valuable experiences for personal growth and building confidence. When you embrace failure as a learning tool, you begin to change your mindset about setbacks and mistakes. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your abilities or self-worth, you start seeing it as an inevitable part of the process of achieving success and improving yourself. This shift in perspective allows you to take risks and pursue opportunities that you might have avoided out of fear of not getting it right on the first try. When you fail, you gain insight into areas where you can improve. Each misstep provides feedback on what didn't work. And this information is invaluable. It helps you refine your approach, develop new strategies, and build skills that ultimately make you more capable. By analyzing your failures, you turn them into opportunities for learning and growth, which strengthens your ability to handle challenges in the future. Over time, this practice builds resilience. The more comfortable you become with learning from failure, the less afraid you are to face it again. This resilience is a cornerstone of confidence because it helps you trust that you can recover and grow, no matter what happens. Embracing failure also teaches you humility. It's easy to be confident when everything is going smoothly, but true confidence comes from knowing that you can handle adversity. When you allow yourself to fail and use it as a learning experience, you become more grounded and realistic about your own capabilities. This doesn't mean lowering your standards or expectations, but rather accepting that setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of being discouraged by them, you begin to view them as temporary roadblocks that can be overcome with time and effort. Moreover, by embracing failure, you cultivate a growth mindset, the belief that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort and perseverance. People with a growth mindset are more likely to take on challenges, persist in the face of difficulties, and view effort as a path to mastery. They don't see failure as a fixed state, but as a chance to evolve and improve. This mindset is key to building long-term confidence, as it frees you from the fear of not being good enough and encourages you to keep pushing forward regardless of the obstacles. Ultimately, the fear of failure can paralyze you, preventing you from reaching your full potential. But when you choose to embrace failure, you give yourself permission to try, experiment, and take risks without being burdened by the need for perfection. You learn that failure doesn't define you, it's simply feedback on your journey toward success. Each failure becomes a stepping stone toward greater achievement. And each lesson learned builds a foundation of your confidence. The more you allow yourself to fail and grow from those experiences, the more resilient, knowledgeable, and self-assured you become. Practicing self-compassion and engaging in positive self-talk are essential habits for building confidence and maintaining emotional well-being. In today's fast-paced and competitive world, it's easy to be your own harshest critic. Many people constantly compare themselves to others or set impossibly high standards for success, leading to feelings of inadequacy when they fall short. However, this cycle of self-criticism can be damaging to both your mental health and self-esteem. Breaking free from this pattern requires adopting a more compassionate and supportive approach toward yourself. Self-compassion means treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and empathy that you would offer to a friend going through a difficult time. It involves acknowledging that you, like everyone else, are human, and that making mistakes or facing setbacks is a natural part of life. When you practice self-compassion, you create a space for self-acceptance rather than self-judgment. Instead of berating yourself for your perceived flaws or failures, you offer yourself grace and understanding. This doesn't mean that you ignore areas where you need improvement or growth, but it means that you approach them with patience and care rather than harsh criticism. Positive self-talk plays a critical role in reinforcing self-compassion. The way you speak to yourself has a profound impact on how you feel and how confident you are in your abilities. If your inner dialogue is filled with negative thoughts telling yourself that you're not good enough, smart enough, or capable enough, you begin to believe those things, and they hold you back from taking action. On the other hand, when you consciously replace those negative thoughts with positive affirmations and encouraging words, you empower yourself to push through challenges and trust in your abilities. Positive self-talk isn't about blindly convincing yourself that everything is perfect. Instead, it's about reframing your internal narrative to be more constructive. For example, instead of saying, "I always mess up, I'm such a failure," you can shift that to, "I made a mistake, but I'm learning and I can do better next time." This shift in mindset encourages growth rather than fostering feelings of inadequacy. By speaking to yourself with kindness, you build resilience and maintain a healthier emotional state, even when things don't go according to plan. When you practice self-compassion and positive self-talk, you also develop a greater sense of self-worth. You begin to recognize your inherent value as a person, regardless of external achievements or outcomes. This foundation of self-worth is crucial for building confidence because it allows you to believe in yourself even when faced with difficulties. Instead of constantly seeking validation from others or measuring yourself against unrealistic standards, you start to trust your own journey and focus on your own progress. Another important aspect of self-compassion is recognizing that you are not alone in your struggles. Often people feel isolated in their challenges, believing that they are the only ones facing difficulties. However, when you acknowledge that everyone experiences setbacks, failures, and self-doubt at times, it becomes easier to treat yourself with compassion. You realize that imperfection is part of the shared human experience, and this helps you feel less isolated in your struggles. Over time, practicing self-compassion and positive self-talk not only boosts your confidence, but also enhances your overall well-being. You become more resilient, able to handle stress and setbacks without being overwhelmed by self-doubt or negativity. You learn to celebrate your successes, no matter how small, and approach challenges with a mindset of growth and possibility. In doing so, you cultivate a more supportive relationship with yourself, one that empowers you to take risks, pursue your goals, and live a more fulfilling life. By consistently engaging in self-compassion and positive self-talk, you develop an inner strength that allows you to thrive even in the face of adversity. This practice creates a foundation of confidence that is built not on external validation or the absence of failure, but on the deep belief that you are capable, deserving, and worthy of achieving your goals. Setting small, achievable goals is one of the most effective strategies for building confidence and maintaining motivation over time. When faced with a large or daunting objective, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or unsure of where to begin. This feeling can lead to procrastination or self-doubt as the task at hand seems too massive to conquer. However, breaking down larger goals into smaller, more manageable steps makes them much more attainable. These small goals act as milestones along the way, helping you stay focused and gradually move toward your larger aspirations. One of the key benefits of setting small, achievable goals is that they provide immediate opportunities for success. When your goals are too big or vague, it may take a long time before you see any measurable progress, which can be discouraging. In contrast, small goals offer quick wins. Each time you accomplish a small task, you experience a sense of achievement, which boosts your confidence and motivates you to keep going. These little victories accumulate over time, creating a positive feedback loop that strengthens your belief in your ability to succeed. Another important aspect of setting small goals is that it helps to build momentum. Success breeds success, and completing even the smallest of tasks can give you the energy and motivation to tackle the next one. This momentum is crucial for maintaining consistency, which is often the most challenging part of achieving long-term goals. By breaking the process into smaller, more manageable steps, you create a sustainable path forward, allowing you to make continuous progress without feeling overwhelmed by the size of the larger objective. Additionally, small goals allow you to track your progress more effectively. When you set specific, measurable tasks, you can clearly see how far you've come and what remains to be done. This level of clarity not only helps keep you organized, but it also gives you a sense of control over your journey. Knowing exactly what steps you need to take next makes the process feel less uncertain and more within your grasp. This sense of control is crucial for maintaining a positive mindset, as it helps reduce anxiety and fear of the unknown. Small, achievable goals also play a significant role in building discipline and forming habits. When you set small, consistent goals, you develop a routine that becomes easier to stick to over time. For example, if you want to get in shape, setting a goal to exercise for just 10 minutes a day is far more manageable than aiming to run a marathon right away. As you consistently meet these smaller goals, they start to become ingrained in your daily routine, eventually turning into habits. Once these habits are established, they require less effort and willpower to maintain, allowing you to make steady progress toward your larger goals without feeling like you're constantly pushing yourself to the limit. Moreover, setting small goals helps to minimize the fear of failure. When the stakes are lower, the pressure to perform perfectly is reduced, which can make it easier to take the first step. Many people avoid pursuing their goals out of fear that they will fail and not meet their expectations. However, when you focus on small, manageable tasks, failure feels less catastrophic. Even if things don't go perfectly, the impact is minimal, and you can quickly adjust and move on to the next step. This reduces the fear of failure and encourages a growth mindset where mistakes are seen as opportunities to learn rather than reasons to give up. Ultimately, setting small, achievable goals is about creating a clear, actionable path towards success, one step at a time. It allows you to focus on what you can control, build momentum, and develop the confidence needed to tackle larger challenges. By breaking down your objectives into manageable steps, you reduce overwhelm, increase your chances of success, and cultivate a mindset that encourages continuous growth and improvement. Each small step forward is a victory. And over time, these small wins add up to create lasting confidence and a sense of accomplishment. Surrounding yourself with supportive people is a crucial factor in building confidence and achieving personal growth. The people you spend time with can significantly influence your mindset, behavior, and overall outlook on life. When you are in the company of individuals who encourage, uplift, and believe in you, it becomes easier to pursue your goals and overcome challenges. Conversely, if you're surrounded by negative or critical people, their energy can weigh you down, causing you to doubt yourself and your abilities. Therefore, choosing to cultivate relationships with supportive, positive individuals is essential for fostering a healthy environment that nurtures your self-confidence. Being around supportive people also fosters a sense of belonging and connection, which is essential for emotional well-being. Humans are social creatures, and feeling isolated or disconnected can erode self-esteem and confidence. When you are part of a supportive community, whether that's through friendships, family relationships, or professional networks, you feel valued and understood. This sense of belonging provides emotional security, allowing you to take risks, try new things, and step outside your comfort zone without the fear of being judged or rejected. You know that no matter what happens, you have a group of people who have your back and will be there to support you through successes and failures alike. Moreover, supportive people inspire you by modeling positive behavior. When you surround yourself with individuals who are motivated, confident, and working toward their own goals, their energy becomes contagious. You begin to adopt some of their habits, attitudes, and approaches toward challenges. Whether it's their work ethic, resilience, or optimism, being around positive role models helps you internalize those qualities. Seeing others achieve success through hard work and perseverance reinforces the idea that you can do the same, boosting your own confidence in the process. These individuals often serve as mentors, offering guidance and sharing the lessons they've learned from their own experiences. Supportive people also hold you accountable for your actions and goals. When you share your aspirations with them, they check in on your progress and encourage you to stay committed. This accountability can be incredibly motivating because it keeps you on track, even when you feel like giving up or losing focus. Knowing that someone else is invested in your success adds an extra layer of responsibility, pushing you to follow through on your commitments. This kind of support helps build self-discipline and keeps you focused on your goals, which in turn strengthens your confidence as you continue to make progress. In contrast, being around negative or unsupportive people can have the opposite effect. If you're constantly surrounded by individuals who criticize you, doubt your abilities, or project their own insecurities onto you, it can erode your self-belief. These people may unintentionally or sometimes intentionally plant seeds of doubt in your mind, making you second-guess your decisions or feel less capable than you really are. Their negativity can be draining, making it harder for you to stay motivated or confident in your pursuits. Over time, this kind of environment can limit your potential and prevent you from taking the necessary steps toward achieving your goals. It's important to recognize that not everyone in your life will always be perfectly supportive, and that's okay. But by consciously choosing to spend more time with those who lift you up and less time with those who bring you down, you create a more positive and empowering environment for yourself. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life completely, but rather being mindful of how much influence certain individuals have on your mindset and well-being. In summary, surrounding yourself with supportive people is a powerful way to build confidence, maintain motivation, and foster personal growth. These individuals provide encouragement, constructive feedback, and accountability, while also creating a sense of belonging and connection. Their belief in you can help you push through challenges, take risks, and pursue your goals with greater confidence. By intentionally seeking out relationships that uplift and inspire you, and by offering the same support in return, you create an environment where both you and those around you can thrive.